Welcome back, everyone, to Third Street Reactions. This is Shane.
That's me. That's Zach.
And we're back with Captain Falcon and... No. Honestly, we always get that because we played Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
But, no, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you remember what happened last time?
Oh, yeah, so... I mean, for me, the show focuses on Bucky and Sam, or Falcon, and it's just about their struggles, and it's a post-Snap world, it's a post-Captain America world, and how do we fill that void?
What the hell do they call it? The blink?
The blip?
The blip, yeah.
Yeah.
Why the blip?
I don't know, but I'll tell you, I love Smallville, but there's a part where he was wearing like a red and blue leather jacket, and people call him the Red Blue Blur.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I love that show, but I thought it was so stupid.
That was pretty cool.
Red Blue Blur, the blip. I mean, it's
corny, but
yeah. I mean, I don't think that's the official name. I think the government refers to it as a snap, but civilians call it the blip.
The blip.
Yeah,
whatever.
It's been made fun of. I think it's been made fun of in the universe. So, why call it a blip? Yeah.
The hyphen.
Yeah. So we're dealing with that. And we're seeing these characters that we didn't really get to know in the movies, and now they're fleshing them out in a way that's, to me, very satisfying.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I've seen a little more of Sam's personal life with the family business going under. His sister's wanting to sell off their dad's old boat.
Yeah.
To keep the business afloat because they're just sinking money into it, is my understanding.
Yeah.
Can't get the bank loan. Fucking little fanboy that works at the bank still wants a photo even though he's denying him a loan.
Yeah, and I know he's got a boss too or whatever, but I think the shock was like they didn't get any kind of pay from Tony Stark or government stipend. I think we both agreed that's shenanigans, if you ask me.
They ought to have.
I mean, I feel like I can imagine that as a case, but after everyone comes back, the government will be, all right, everybody, here's some money. You know what I mean?
They're doing it now, and we're still all here.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Actually, we're dropping off because of the COVID.
Yeah.
The COVID.
Yeah, the COVID. I guess I feel like in the real fucking world, they would get something. I mean, I just feel like there'd be... If the general public found out they didn't get paid, there'd be... Dude, there's all kinds of like fundraisers now and GoFundMes and online crowdfunding. I think that would happen.
Bucky, who is a little bit of a barfly with Mr. Nakajima.
Nakajima. I love Nakajima.
I do
They need a Nakajima spinoff.
He reminds me... Who's he remind me of? I mean, of course, he reminds me of the old man from...
Master Chung.
Yeah. Chung. And he reminds me, of course, the stereotype. The old Asian master.
Yeah.
So, or mentor.
Yeah.
Or sage.
Yeah.
So...
Like helping his prodigy, you know what I mean? Like, oh, hey, ask her out. See, for me, I felt like he was... Like, when I see... It's usually one way or the other. But I feel like when we see, most of the time, we see this older Asian guy, he's very restrained. And I really like this guy quite a bit. He
was going to fucking smack that guy for putting his shit in his trash bin.
Yeah, yeah.
So, we had U.S. agent, as we presume, as the new Cap.
Did they say U.S. agent?
No.
Okay, we should say that.
I said we presume. So we're assuming that's who this is.
Okay.
Who looks like Popeye with a mask. He's just got a...
Yeah.
He's got a certain look with that mask on.
He doesn't carry it as well as Chris Evans. Chris Evans is a hell of a man.
No, all you get is the nose and the way his jaw looks with the ears.
What's interesting is...
He reminds me of Popeye.
Yeah, John Krasinski was very close to getting Captain America, from what I understand. Their big thing is that guy can act, he's good. But I don't know why Chris Evans got it, but I'm glad Chris Evans got it.
No.
But I can imagine... You know, I love Jim Halpert. I love that fucking actor. Love him, okay? But I think he looked kind of funny in the mask, too.
He would.
Yeah.
So the mask just don't work for everybody.
It doesn't. I'm going to work my fucking fat Asian face. Say that.
I don't think it worked for me. I have a big fucking dome.
They'd have to...
I look like Frieza out there. So we had Don Cheadle, of course. Resuming his role
he
as
came back.
War Machine, but without the War Machine.
Yeah. That guy is skinny.
He is.
Yeah.
Which fits the role because it's the suit.
It's the suit that
Robert Downey Jr. ain't big.
No, he's not. No.
So
it's funny. He put on a lot of muscle for the show, but because they just wanted to see that he's in shape. But he's nothing compared to the other guys.
No,
and his characters,
he ain't.
It's not his powers aren't predicated on his physical strength. It's his suit.
Yeah, it's intelligence, the suit.
Yeah,
it's tactics. Which all.
So I watched this video last night where I think they're doing Ultron Comic-Con, like it's post-Ultron. So they had the cast there. And Josh Brolin was there. He came out. And then, not Tony Stark, but what's his name? Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. He was just acting like Tony Stark. Like, that guy is just perfect at the role. The way he was talking to everyone.
If I remember right, when he applied for the role, he just walked up to the guy and said, "Hey, I'm perfect for this."
Right.
And actually, he's the one that got Mickey Rourke on for the second Iron Man.
Really?
He suggested him.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Robert Downey Jr., during Comic-Con, he went to everyone, he's wearing the sunglasses, he's like, I think he's making comparisons with the DC Cinematic Universe. He's like, what the fuck is his name? He's like, we have Thanos. And the way he said it was like fucking Iron Man. It was like, man, like, he gets up and talks to all those guys like he talked to them in the movies. Where he's like, snappy and kind of arrogant, but it was funny.
He sold it.
Yeah, he sold it real well. So, did we mention the Flag Smashers?
No, we did not.
Okay.
So, we had the Flag Smashers who...
Yeah, they want to land without borders.
I know in the trailer, did it not show Zemo?
I can't remember. I don't know what Zemo
I was fucking certain that Zemo was in the trailer. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe it was fucking Bucky and I just wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
But Zemo was the bad guy from Captain America Civil War. The guy that pitted them all against each other.
The MMA fighter guy?
No, he was the mastermind. The Black Panther stops him from killing himself at the end.
Yeah.
And he revealed to Iron Man that Bucky was the one that actually killed Iron Man's mom. And dad, I think.
I
remember right.
I don't remember that at all. I didn't even see that movie. Yeah.
God damn. But yeah, he
You remember shit better than me.
Well, he shows him that, and that's what gets... Iron Man's trying to kill Bucky, and that's what gets Iron Man and Captain America fighting.
Yeah.
And then it's Cap and Bucky versus Iron Man in the end.
And Warhammer, right? Oh, no, just...
No, it was just Iron Man.
Yeah, you're right. That was a great little fight.
That was a really good fucking fight.
That was great, yeah.
Because they were throwing the shield, and they were going between them and everything. Mm-hmm. It was...
Good shit.
It might have been my favorite fight in that, other than the fight between Cap, Thor, and Thanos. Because that was a really fucking cool fight, too. When Cap picks up the hammer. That
was great. But I also like when they were when they were trying to rip the gauntlet off, and Spider-Man and all of them were there.
All in Infinity War.
Infinity War. I like that fight quite a bit, too.
Because the fucking guy... What is his name? From the Guardians of the Galaxy. Those guys were there.
Yeah.
At least him.
Yeah.
And they were all fighting. He's the one that fucks it up.
Chris Pratt fucked it up.
Yeah. Because he got pissed.
Yeah.
And all that shit because he killed Gamora.
Yeah.
So... But I think we covered enough.
Yeah, I'm interested to see the Flag Smashers.
We never got into the fucking... We get started on it.
Yeah. I'm interested to see more about the Flag Smashers. All we know from this version of the show, and I don't know anything from another version, just to be clear, that they want a world without borders.
They like the world post-blip, post-snap.
Yeah. Which sounds like something I would not like in real life.
Well, we
had that one guy infiltrate him and get his ass kicked.
Yeah, and they ain't really revealed what the world was like after. I mean, just anarchy? What exactly?
Well,
it was just kind of a minimalist...
Well, like, what we get from the very beginning of Endgame is little bits and pieces. Yeah, I mean, like, I think the world came together a little bit. Oddly enough, and this isn't oddly enough, this would be the obvious thing, is animal life and the water's cleaner, and dolphins were seen, like, swimming in the river. And
well, some crazy assholes have put it forward that that's what it kind of inspires, or it's an end game for globalism in the real world to minimize human population. And
so, I mean, like a lot of experts they believe that the population is actually going to top off at a certain thing.
It's called peak.
It's just going to peak, and then, like, because people are having less kids and stuff like that, it's just going to peak. So, I mean, like, a lot of the experts who are experts in that field think that.
Maybe so. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really know either.
I'm pretty apolitical anymore, so I don't really read a lot into that shit.
Yeah,
and I don't follow politics and all that, but it's just something I'd heard before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I can see the appeal and why these zealots think that's so fucking great.
Yeah,
but it's a very impersonal outlook.
It really is.
So,
like, I mean, I think you would have to have no family and everything else to be such a believer.
Right. I don't know.
Or your family isn't included in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, whether you imagined it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't got too much else to say. I just want to jump into it.
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
liked that what I was doing would make people feel safe. Steve Rogers was the kind of guy who could do that.
He gave me hope. Even though I never met him. He was a brother.
Bucky would whoop his ass.
Yeah. He's not saying the wrong things.
No, I like him more now that we see.
Me too.
You couldn't see shit in the last episode.
Yeah, he comes out fucking waking and shit.
One big three. The big three. One big three. Androids, aliens, and wizards. That's not a thing. That's definitely a thing.
No, it's not. Every time we fight one of the three. So who are you fighting now, Gandalf?
How do you know about Gandalf?
I read The Hobbit in 1947. I don't. There are no wizards. Doctor Strange is a sorcerer.
A sorcerer is a wizard without a hat. Think about it. Right? I'm right. I just came up with this.
That was great.
That was a great conversation.
That was a great conversation.
We're 200 feet. It's too low for a shoot. I don't need it anyway.
I have all of that on camera. You know that, right? Get out of my face, Sam, or I'll bring you.
I'm real glad that happened the way it did. He didn't come down like a badass. Because he is a badass. Doesn't mean he has to be not funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One of the best parts of Indiana Jones is where he fucks up.
Yeah.
Shit!
There's that look on his face.
Like, one of the few great things about the fourth one is just, I thought it was closer.
Don't hurt him.
Him being so old.
We're not assassins. I'll see you inside. Or not. Hey, come on, man. I'm just messing with you. Come back.
That's so funny. I didn't mess with you, babe.
Little time in Wakanda and you come out White Panther. It's actually White Wolf. Huh?
That's what I thought. Like when I heard that phone, that's what made me think of it. She's a badass in Solo too.
I remember being in it. Yeah.
I always wanted to do that.
I'd kill your ass.
Break your fucking neck.
Looks like you guys could use some help.
This is kind of his time to shine. Play for him.
Yeah, he's got shit.
Oh, fuck.
Ah! Oh.
Using it again.
Oh, please, shields, get off of me. That was a bad idea.
Well, that's how it influences his character. Yeah, he gets his ass whooped without the shield. Has no superpowers.
Yeah.
I mean, we're pretty sure it's one of the big three. So, aliens, androids, or wizards. Pretty sure. There's no such thing as wizards. Alright, that's aliens or androids.
Or super soldiers.
Super soldiers for real?
Yeah.
Wow. You ever jump on top of a grenade? Yeah, actually I have 4 times. It's the thing I do with my helmet. It's a reinforced helmet. It's a long story. Look,
You hacked my test?
sorry, it's not exactly hacking. It's government property. Kind of the government. Y'all need to stare like that?
I see a guy hanging out of a helicopter in tactical gear. I need a lot more than Lamar Hoskins.
I'm Battlestar. John Spangled. Battlestar? Stop the car! Hope you feel comfortable. Be smoking.
Thank you.
Because they'd be smoking.
That's what I thought. Guys like, that's not what they said.
Let's take the shield, Sam. Let's take the shield and do this ourselves. We can't just run up on a man, beat him up, and take it.
Oh, you don't need the shield. It's just a shield.
What happened the last time we saw
No, that's a symbol.
Hey, what Falcon?
Just Falcon, kid.
Oh no, my daddy told me it's Black Falcon.
Because I'm black and I'm the Falcon?
Well, technically, I mean, yes.
So are you, like, black kid?
I got him, right?
pretty good.
Yeah.
Not a killer anymore.
You think you can wake up one day and decide who you want to be? It doesn't work like that. Well, maybe it does for folks like you. You know what they did to me for being a hero? They put my ass in jail for 30 years, taking my blood, coming into my cell. Even your people weren't done with me.
I see you.
Get out of my house!
That sucks.
Sam, I don't have ID. Why?
Just calm down.
I am calm. What do you want? We're just standing here
Just
talking.
give him your ID.
No, I'm not giving him shit. We're just talking.
Hey, look, is this guy bothering
Oh,
you?
he's not bothering me. Do you know who this is?
Oh, God. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wilson. I didn't recognize you without the contest. I'm really, really sorry about this.
Who even called the fucking cop?
I don't know.
I didn't tell anybody because he'd already been told.
There's a warrant out for your arrest.
The president pardoned him for all that.
Not for that. You missed your court-mandated therapy. It's like missing a check-in with your PL. Sorry, Mr. Barnes, you're under arrest.
Fucking rides in cop cars suck, man.
I've done it once.
Done it a few times. It sucks.
Well, I've done it one time in the back. The other times in the front.
Yeah, well, every time I've been in one, it's been in the back.
Yeah.
So nice to meet you. Thank you for getting him out.
That was not me.
Stina! Great to see you again.
You gotta be kidding me. You know him.
I did some field ops back in the day.
Heard you were working with Bucky, so I thought I'd step in. Bucky's not going to be following a strict schedule any longer.
We haven't finished our work. Who authorizes?
Got some unfinished business, him and I. You too, Wilson. I'll be outside.
Fuck this guy. I mean, he's not an asshole, honestly. Hey, that's good that he got him off.
Release
He's...
session now. You too, Sam.
No, it's okay. I'll be out here with him.
That wasn't a request.
Well, which way? Why do you have to have your
Right or
legs
left?
open? You know what? Oh, you happy
Well,
now?
all right.
Yeah.
Good.
We're locked
That's
in
fine.
now.
It's a little close.
It's very close. That's what you wanted, right?
Guys. Good. Now look at each other. Are you having a staring contest? Blink. Sweet Jesus.
Sweet Jesus.
That shield, that is everything he stood for. That is his legacy. He gave you that shield and you threw it away like it was nothing. So maybe he was wrong about you, and if he was wrong about you, then he was wrong about me.
If we divide ourselves, we don't stand a chance. You guys know that.
He's right, but just he's new. So
So what do you got? We're free agents. We're more flexible. So it wouldn't make sense for us to work with you.
A word of advice then. Stay the hell out of my way.
Fucking knew it. Bratislava. Batista.
hide behind his top. Oh, okay.
It's like Coco and Razor.
Yeah.
Fun!
He didn't have to die. They weren't moving.
No, they weren't.
She played a sympathetic villain organization in
Yeah, she
Solo
did.
as well.
She was typecast.
Isaiah said my people.
Don't take that to heart. That's not what he meant.
No, he meant Hydra. Hydra used to be my people.
Not a chance.
Walker doesn't have any leads.
I know where you're going with this.
Hydra
He
again.
knows all of Hydra's secrets.
We're gonna go see Zemo.
Zemo. There he is. I knew I saw that fucker in the trailer.
Alright.
I like Zemo a lot in the cinematic universe.
Okay.
I like the actor that plays him.
I hate these things.
Yeah, I do too. Cul-de-sacs.
That's like the biggest one I've ever seen in my life.
It's pretty fucking big. So you don't remember him at
Is that him?
all? Yeah.
Yeah, I recognize him.
That was a great episode.
That's pretty damn good.
It was damn good.
That-
To see,
Mm-hmm.
which now I know his name, John Walker, and I'm very sure that is U.S. agent from the comics.
Okay. I don't know too much about him.
I don't either from experience.
Yeah.
I did a little research just because of the fact that he looked like Popeye.
Yeah.
I'm like, who is this fucking guy? So
Yeah.
I just did a little research where he does fill Cap's role in the comics.
Okay.
He is, how do you say it, susceptible to breaking under pressure, more or less. He don't take pressure well, which they kind of hinted at that.
Yeah.
When she's asking him about if he's nervous, and he's talking about all the pressure he's under.
Yeah. Yeah.
So right now he's starting out really good.
Yeah, I think he is too. Honestly, I think like I'm on their side. I wouldn't like him either, but he's not doing anything wrong.
He's,
they asked
he's
him
kind of saying all the right things.
He's saying all the right things. I'm not saying it's because he rehearsed the right things. I feel like he's genuine.
Well, we mentioned it earlier. What you'd think of a stereotypical all-American kid.
Yeah.
Captain of the football team. They get the band playing for him while they're rolling him out.
Yeah.
So,
but like on the flip side, this guy, he won 3 medals of honor.
He does have an impressive resume.
He is, and he's not a superhuman.
No, but he does test off the charts. So he is a peak athlete.
Yeah.
So,
but like, dude, peak athletes that are at the highest level, they don't stay peaked there very long.
No, they don't. So maybe they plan on just recycling people.
I mean, you would need a new one like every year.
Yeah, you would.
You know what I mean? He'd have to just be a genetic freak. He doesn't look like a genetic.
Well, maybe they plan on giving him some shots later down the road.
Maybe, yeah. It's just like he was moving like Cap in that footage. In my opinion.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Yeah,
we liked the conversation about the Hobbit. So
Gandalf.
Yeah, and he said, I read The Hobbit in 1937 when it first came out. So that was good.
Yeah.
Androids, aliens, and wizards.
Yeah,
the big 3.
Yeah,
which it does sound fucking stupid.
Yeah, but it was funny and it kind of makes sense. Like they have confronted 3 of those type of things.
Well, Bucky calls him out on it. That's not a thing. And then later on, the new Captain America's referencing it too.
That's not a thing.
So, what do you think of Battlestar? The name Battlestar for starters.
Well, it's stupid.
Battlestar. Yeah, but they really did Battlestar Galactica. And
I heard that show's good. I haven't seen it, but the name is stupid. I don't like that asshole either.
Yeah, no.
And I think it's just because I'm on the sides of my guys, but I like that guy much less than I do fucking the new Captain America.
Well, Sam's definitely coming off as a little bit of an asshole in this episode.
See, I think Bucky's kind of coming up a little bit of an asshole.
You
would think the other guy's coming up as an asshole. I mean, right. I feel like Sam is trying to kind of give a chance, even though the other guy is just dismissing him outright.
I ain't talking about their treatment of Captain America. I'm talking about how they are towards each other.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Okay, so when they're in that room with
the doctor, Dr. Rayner.
Dr. Rayner, I thought he was being kind of an asshole because it looked like, Bucky's actually opening up, and then once again, Sam is avoiding he said, I think it's right. Okay. Yeah. And I thought we were going to have some breakthrough, but the writer's like, all right, I'm tired of doing this, I'm leaving, it's not working. To me, I felt like that was something I see when 2 characters kind of confront each other, and for some reason they go, this isn't working.
Like, maybe I just don't like that kind of character in people in general with Sam, because even with his sister, it's like, no, we're doing it this way. It's going to be this way.
Yeah.
And he's just very bullish with that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And in the same way here, he doesn't want to talk about anything. He said, this is fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm. Well, they both think it's stupid.
Well, he did, but Bucky went along with it.
He did, yeah. Bucky went along.
He played ball.
Yeah, he did, and then, also the thing is, like he said, I did it because it was the right thing, and then Bucky kind of didn't buy that. I buy that he thought it was the right thing, / it was big shoes.
I think he didn't want the pressure. I think he is skirting out from under it. Now, I don't think it's all the way bottom line. He's a shitty guy that's just trying to bail, but I do think that he didn't want to have to. He didn't want to become that. He didn't want to do that. He thought he can just pass off the stress, pass off the responsibility.
Yeah.
While you're sleeping, a miracle happens, and you wake up. What is one thing that's going to make your life better?
I mean, like, if I'm just saying one thing, I would say financial security.
So making money.
And a lot of it.
Money. You wake up, you think, money.
Yeah, that would solve all my immediate problems and a lot of my future problems, I'm sure. Money doesn't solve everything, but when you're fucking poor, it helps a lot. I mean, low income or low class, like they're predictors for all kinds of things. Early death, obesity, having children to follow the same patterns, divorce, all kinds of things. So people say money doesn't solve problems. It solves a lot. You know what I mean?
I think that if I woke up in the morning and I got a call from the courthouse that said, "Hey, there was a fluke. You're off probation."
Would you rather be able to drink now
Hey!
or have $100,000?
I think I'd rather work for the $100,000.
Well, I would rather too.
I can't say much. If I had something that was worth $100,000 laying in this house that I just came across, I sold it and had it, it'd be fucking great. I wouldn't have to worry. I mean, I ain't saying that I got to be Mr. Blue Collar working man earns every dollar.
Yeah,
but I really would like to be off probation.
That would really be nice.
It would be, and not have to worry about a blow and go in a vehicle.
Yeah,
or paying off the BMV if all that shit was wiped clean.
There's probably a lot of pressure because that's eating in your finances as well. So ultimately, it's financial as well.
It is
in some ways, except you can't drink.
Except I can't drink.
Yeah. So that's like the fucking cherry on top.
It's a very unfortunate thing.
Yeah.
So, but money is tied into the situation. So
yeah. So
yeah, I guess if I had to pick the next best thing.
Yeah.
So,
what do you think of the scene itself? I thought the scene was really funny.
It was good.
Yeah, I thought the scene was really funny.
A lot of good interpersonal shit between those two.
Yeah, and it's a lot, and honestly, it's definitely going. What I heard was a buddy cop thing. They're obviously going to start getting along. I just love those dynamics. They're always entertaining.
What about the One World, One People and Robin Hood, who's Carly Morgenthau?
I felt like a comic book a little bit.
Yeah,
One World, baby.
One World, One People. Well, a lot of people believe in that shit now.
No, I do, but I don't think people sit alone and make a little chance about it.
They probably don't. They ain't extremists.
I don't know any extremists.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They ain't these.
Yeah.
People in the real world.
Okay, so what I think about them is, they're an extremist group, and they're peeling the curtain back, and you can see that these people are sympathetic, compassionate people, and they just want a better world. Okay, and they also, between members of their group, they have compassion for each other, and they have people who are willing to die for their beliefs.
The fucking guys. My wife, she made this.
Yeah, I felt bad for him. I was like, this is a nice guy. Fucking eat his fucking chicken livers. They don't look like they're that well off.
No.
He made this nice food. Fucking thank him, eat it, show some respect, even if you don't like it.
Yeah, I thought that was he kind of got snubbed a little bit.
Yeah, obviously that guy just...
They seem to be happy with the beds.
Yeah, actually, you know what? When I was looking in there, I was, that's not too bad.
Yeah, I ate some chicken livers.
Chicken livers are good.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I gotta scratch my eye here. I guess when it comes, you and I have talked about ideologues, people who have certain ideologies, it washes over them, and it's like a virus, and it fucking gets into their belief system.
Strain.
Yeah, right? So, they believe that they're right, and they're willing to die for it, and they're not willing to concede or they're not willing to be open to the fact that there might be a better way because they think that time during the blip things were better. Mm-hmm. But people who think that way and think that way about certain groups of people, they don't really look at all the research and all the factors that come in.
Well, there's like very big factors involved there. Whereas half the world's population and animal life, everything was just so that meant government leaders, that meant mouths to feed, that meant people on government welfare. I mean, the entire system was affected. So they can't just say, "Well, it's better this way." Yeah, but even from their perspective, there's so much that is just wiped clean.
It was born out of necessity from half the people fucking being genocided.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So you can't recreate those conditions.
No, you can't.
So
by pushing back at that point, at this point now, it's almost pointless. You'd have to do exactly what Thanos did all over again.
Yeah. So it just, I would just be interested to wonder, I'd be interested in seeing, exactly what they want to do and how they're going to do it, besides just
doing this guerrilla warfare shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it seems a little pointless.
It's just going to unite the world against them. You know what I mean?
Well, exactly, because they're going to be seen as the people that are causing the fucking bullshit.
Yeah. And that chick, she played a similar character in Solo. And have you seen Solo?
No.
And she's this masked character who is a badass.
But you see that.
It's just kind of funny that you see her again. That's who she is. Well, and she's sympathetic.
That kind of shit started probably maybe before John Wayne, but John Wayne's the face I put on it and the name I give to it. But it's a John Wayne casting. It's John Wayne's John Wayne in every fucking thing you see him in. He's always the same kind of guy.
Yeah.
So, it's similar casting choices. They see someone that fills a certain role. Fucking, what's his name? He's got cancer now. Jeff Bridges.
Yeah.
After he was Rooster Cogburn, he was cast in several roles fucking talks like that.
Yeah.
He's got some similar facial hair.
True Grit.
Western.
True Grit is so good.
I loved him in it.
Yeah.
And I thought he played a pretty close role to the books. I like him better than John Wayne's version.
Mm-hmm.
But he was the same kind of guy in Hell or High Water, which is a good movie.
Yeah, I love that.
He wasn't a drunk, but he
No.
was the same kind of guy. He was the same kind of guy in that, R.I.P.D. or whatever.
Ripped or whatever. I didn't see it, but yeah.
Yeah, he's the same kind of guy in that.
Okay.
Where he was just this Western guy with the goatee and long hair. And
Yeah.
so,
Okay.
But it reminds me of that kind of casting choices.
Yeah.
So,
What else you got?
Isaiah. What'd you think of him?
I liked his character. He was... Yeah, I enjoyed that whole thing. I feel real bad for him.
No,
I mean, it was just... It's funny that I whooped your ass.
Yeah,
when
he
he
had
was,
that middle arm gone. And
yeah, so he was a super soldier, and he was so good back in his day, he was able to contend with the Winter Soldier.
yeah.
So there's that mutual understanding there, but now this guy's fucking old. He got fucked up by the government. He's been 30 years in jail being experimented on.
Yeah.
I'd be the same way.
Yeah, pretty bitter.
Yeah, I'd be bitter and angry, and
What'd you
like,
think
why
of
the fuck would I help you? And get the fuck out.
What'd you think of the cops' reaction to
Oh.
Sam and Bucky? That seemed a little placed.
Yeah, I thought that was a little place to show, like, hey, you know, he's black, therefore, you know, is this guy bothering you?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that doesn't happen, because it definitely does. I'm a minority as well. I've seen that a little bit. I've been kind of blessed to be in a situation where my dad's a cop. So I've been able to get out of some trouble I shouldn't have gotten out of. But, I mean, it was one of those things to where it's like, oh, you're an Avenger. I'm so sorry. Okay?
Yeah. They write it off.
Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, it felt placed, but this, like, the component in the story, if I'm looking in the story, it irritated me. It irritated me that they did that. That the cops did that. It irritated me that they didn't recognize that he was an Avenger, that was goggles. You know what I mean? That irritated.
But that's purposeful.
Oh, by the writers to
Yeah.
show, like, okay, it's like when you're not wearing. Okay, so the thing is, like, if you're a man of African descent or Asian descent,
You're
or
all
whatever,
the same.
yeah, but if you're wearing your U.S. military uniform and you get pulled over, oh, hey, sorry, keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, it's part of the whole ideology thing and looking at people with certain groups. You know what I mean? You're black, you're white, you're in the military. I'm Filipino, you're a fucking cowboy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's not what I believe. So,
Yeah, and I get that. That covered most of my notes other than Hydra and Zemo.
as you guys know, we are also currently watching WandaVision. And we've had a little bit of Hydra pop up.
And we could not remember
Yeah.
why the fuck that was happening.
Yeah, but, like, so...
But now we've researched it.
Yeah, now that... Okay.
What he did.
Yeah, so, yeah, I was reminded... Yeah, I was reminded that Hydra, obviously, there's a big role in Wanda and Quicksilver's life. It's resurfacing again in this, so maybe Hydra's going to be a big player in the next Doctor Strange movie.
I need to rewatch those movies.
Me too.
Age of Ultron.
There's just a lot of them. I love them very much, but there's just a lot
Captain
of them.
America Civil War movies. I didn't even remember that Zemo had connections
Yeah.
to Hydra.
Yeah.
So it's just...
Mm-hmm. No, I get you.
Yeah, we had to slip up on that one.
One little thing, why did that guy who pushed over the telephone pole, like, he didn't need to die. I mean, he did his job.
Dramatic effect.
Yeah. I mean, let's just say how it is, dramatic effect.
I don't like seeing that shit in films either. We talked about it in our Justice League, Zack Snyder cut review about how when those guys were taking over the bank and they were going to shoot those kids, and Wonder Woman goes in and does that shit with their gauntlets.
Yeah.
And while that's really cool, it was totally unnecessary. So,
for me, I'd call Big Falcon here just because, like there's nothing cool. I mean, like, you can say, like, he died for the group and what's it going to do for that redhead chick.
and it gives her that shot when she's looking out dramatically out the window.
Yeah. I mean, he could have not pushed the telephone over. He could have not pushed the telephone pole over. He could have ran at him. But he already pushed it over and they stopped.
I thought what was going to happen, it was going to be running out there, Hellboy moment or something, where he smashes the front of the car or something and does that kind of shit. And that would have made more sense if he was going to die.
There was no reason for him to die.
He shoved the pole over, and they all stopped.
Then he runs over.
He could have booked it.
Yeah.
But
there's no reason for him to die.
no, there wasn't.
I mean, unless, yeah.
No, there wasn't.
No.
I cannot see a reason for him. I mean, maybe he thought that he still needed to buy more time, and they could have just driven around it. But you look on both sides. There's buildings over here. There's fucking fencing over here, which they could have driven through the fence. So
Yeah,
it was
the
all
only
part
thing
of
I
it.
can think of is, like, but there's more ways to buy time.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I felt when I was watching it too that it was pretty unnecessary.
Yeah. Okay, I don't got too much else to say.
I'm glad to see Zemo's back.
Yeah.
I liked him a lot in Civil War. I like that actor. He's also in a show. I can't remember the network it was on, but it's called The Alien.
Okay.
And he plays sort of kind of the advent of criminal psychology and behavioralism.
Okay.
So he kind of becomes almost like a profiler in a sense. But,
okay. Yeah. I guess I need to see those movies again. I recognize him. Like right when I saw him, he had a shot of.
Well, it's cool too
memory.
because I like a villain that he ain't just all muscle. He ain't Thanos out there whooping ass and taking names. He's a guy that actually has this plan and he carries things out because he can't go toe to toe with the heroes.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see how that in Civil War, how that all broke down in the fight between Cap, Bucky, and Iron Man.
Yeah.
And he instigated all of that. So
it's fucking cool. Okay, I don't got too much else to say. Overall, love this episode. These first 2 episodes have been real strong.
They have been.
And I know this and WandaVision and Loki are going to lead up into the next movie phase.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely WandaVision still.
Yeah.
I'm about 70-30.
Yeah.
Because the first 2 episodes weren't really pulling me in.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 3rd episode.
No, yeah, no, I hear
kind of. It hooked me back in. Well,
and that's this. Like, I'm reading the comments, people are saying it starts slow, gets good. And that's why I hear our buddy Matt Hockenberry, he's like, dude, I hated the first, and I fucking loved it towards the middle and the end.
Okay.
So.
Well, he's a good one to listen to.
Yeah.
So this here, though, it's keeping me.
This is more like a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, just very entertaining the whole way, funny. I don't got too much else to say. Love this show, guys. Can't wait to the next one. Let's go. Guys, thank you so much for watching our reaction, and hopefully you stayed around for a discussion. If you made it to this end card, wow, you're one of like 5% according
really
to my
hanging in there.
According to the YouTube analytics. Make sure you guys check out WandaVision and all our other reactions. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification. Leave a comment down below.